Okay, so our understanding of what's going on out there, if it's real or not, if it's a hologram, what is all of this? I'm going to go into an explanation of how things can change and what that is, because I know so many of you just are really not wrapping your head around it. You don't have to believe what I do, but I just want to show you today that what I'm telling you absolutely is based on science that has been proven. All right? What's that too? We don't have all those answers. But let's just say we know for sure that there are certain things in place, and because of what I'm about to tell you, you can completely shift any situation. Any situation. You ready to do that? We're going to take action today. Let's go into that place and change this planet to an amazing peace on earth, heaven on earth for all of us. Let's go. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through fears and live an amazing life. Hope I don't have spinach in my teeth. Okay, I know that I did a video that said evil isn't real. Now, I'm going to clarify something because I'm going to tell you something in this video that'll help you, if you choose, to shift into an amazing place. And so what I'm about to tell you may make more sense to you if you didn't get that video. All right? Now, why did I say it's not real? Only unconditional, amazing love, in fact, those words don't even describe what we are, is the essence of everything. It is exploring the contrast of itself, which means it isn't the evil, it isn't the child abuse, it isn't the bad boss. It is the source exploring that. Therefore, evil is not real unless we create it in our experience. So yes, that stuff's going on out there. I'm not saying that's not going on. Of course it's going on. Somebody said, what about the kids? Says, the kids? What about the neighbor who's treating their elderly parents like garbage, or somebody who's abusing animals, or how we treat our animals? We test on them so we can wear makeup. This is an insane planet. And we do more of that than we realize, and we say it's okay. So we all have those different areas of what's acceptable and what's not. Where's that line? It's an individual one. Evil does not exist unless you believe it, create it. And so what you see out there is real according to who's created it, and what you're viewing is a contrast experience that is cray-cray. It feels horrible. Why? Because only humans go into that space. When you are in your amazing state, you don't experience struggle and pain. That's why we're humans. We're here to experience what that is. We're here to experience everything we can be, but are not. And that's why I say evil isn't real. It's a choice. That person who's doing that is choosing to go into a dark space of contrast. But it is not what we are. Does this make more sense? In other words, you're allowed to do everything that you're not, to experience the total opposite of what you truly are. And when you leave here, none of that's real. If it was real, it'd go with you, right? If it's real, it would be here everywhere, but it's not. It's only here because this is the game we're playing, to experience what that is, so that, here we go, part 2, so that those who are also here to learn and evolve, human beings, are doing that so they can evolve. It allows the others who are entangled with this to change it. And here's what I'm not hearing from most of you. What about this? What about this? It's real. Okay, let's go in there. What do you think your role is? That created evil, created by that person. That's not for everybody. It's created by that person and whomever is entangled in that situation, in that time period, right? It has to be an experience, and you choose it. So if you are experiencing that or observing it or whatever, you're entangled in it. You're choosing to participate. We all chose to participate on this planet. I know this is getting out there a little bit. Hear me out, because here's what I'm going to ask you right now. Your role here is to step in and take the action to be the positive change. And all I'm hearing is this and this and this, and it's truth. And I'm like, what the F is truth? Right? You can say something and I don't have to believe it. So truth, there's only one truth. Unconditional, amazing love. You can't make a mistake. Judgment, what the hell is that? You don't even need forgiveness because you can't make a mistake. You can only experience things and go through some very unpleasant stuff along with other people. But the rest of us are here to change that in a positive way without interfering with their journey. People that are doing that are purposely choosing to experience the depths of darkness. And the others, because we're all entangled, it's not like, oh, you do that and I'm going to turn a blind eye. The rest of us are the positive change. That's what we came here to do. The mission is to elevate the frequency of this planet. That's the game. Can we take it up? Can we win the game? And you're not going to do it by sitting on my channel and talking about it. You have to take action. So what are you doing to change that child abuse? Because if you step in and you are the solution for the challenge, here's the challenge, here you go. What are you going to do with it? Oh, you're just going to sit and that's this and that's that and no, what are you doing about it? I went vegan years ago. And I've gone vegetarian. I go back and forth between vegetarian and vegan. I made an absolute decision to keep up in my game, to be the solution and the change. And guess what? We've got fast food places that have vegetarian dishes now. Why? Because we're making higher choices. I still wouldn't go fast food. They still have chemicals on it. But we're going in the right direction. Let's say higher direction with those choices. So everything you do, that action you take, is changing the planet out there. When you do something that's going to help stop the abuses for children and elderly and animals and stuff, when you are the catalyst for the positive change, now we're talking. That's your role. So we're not just human beings and they're evil and we all have a purpose. And those challenges that we see are there for us to evolve. That's for you. It's not just happening and you're some good guy up here, meditating. It's in your face to say, okay, Miss Awakened, Mrs. Awakened, Mr. Awakened, here you go. What are you going to do with it? I'm going to sit there and talk about it. Oh, so they're this and they're that and they're this in politics. Christ got angry. Did you know that? Jesus got really angry many times and actually questioned his faith. Why? I don't care who you are. We're all powerful, amazing, perfect beings. And you're going to experience being human. You're going to lose it once in a while. You're going to swear. You're going to do stuff that is just human. You can experience feelings. Okay. The question is, what are you going to do with that? How are you going to react to that? Everything is about what you do to that. Because what you do changes that. So most of us are allowing that to control this. When you change this, you change that. So when I say I'm not going to eat meat anymore, I'm not going to use anything that does animal testing. And by the way, that takes a lot of work and research. If you go to LandriaOnkka.com, I'm starting to post everything that I can find. My bamboo toilet paper showed up today. Duh! We're killing trees so I can, go poopy. have a clean poopy. Gets delivered out. No more hoarding toilet paper, right? The stuff comes to my home. So many more convenient, really convenient choices that you can make, that your body's going to feel cleaner. The planet's going to be cleaner. The energy's going to raise. You're going to start to say, you know what, that's not okay. What can I do? What can I do? I don't want to do that. I'm not up for that, but I'll do this. Okay, I can't go out and go get the animals because I don't have the guts for it. I don't have the stomach for it. But I'll give you the money to fund that. So you choose what you can do within that issue to change the planet, and this is what it's all about. All of it. And you get out of here and you look down and say, down, you're not down, but wow, that was all set up. We all set everything up. We all agreed to situations, and we all kept saying, are we going to raise it, raise it, raise it? Are you going to participate? Here's my situation. Are you going to step in, or are you going to just stand there and complain about it and expect the government to do something? Quit blaming the government. They're not responsible. We are. What are you doing right now that you could change? And it doesn't have to be drastic. You can make some very simple changes. Stop using plastic, stop eating animals, or at least if you're going to eat animals, do your research on how they're being treated, what kind of chemicals are going into them, what's happening to our crops. You got to do your homework. There's no excuses anymore. We're not ignorant. You want to change all those things going on out there? They can't happen if there are enough people stepping in. I'll give you an example. I'm originally from Michigan. Every night before Halloween was called Devil's Night, and back when I was a kid, they were burning Detroit to the ground. Thank goodness we didn't live in Detroit. We were outside, but it petrified my parents. They wouldn't allow us to see it on television because they thought it would scare the heck out of us. So what did the community do? Instead of cowering, they banded together, and every year it got bigger and bigger, and hundreds of thousands of people were standing out on the streets, guarding their homes, and put a complete end to it. And they changed the name. They call it Angels Night, because the angels would come out and patrol, and it was impossible for anybody to even get any place to light a fire. Why? We came together as a community. We took action. And guess what? It changed. It changed completely. That's how it happens. And it's not you cowering in the house saying, oh, look what's happening, watching on TV. It's you going and doing what might be a little inconvenient for you. So, what am I doing? Every possible thing I can, every single day. Everything I do, I have to ask myself. And sometimes I'm ignorant about stuff and realize we're so programmed to live a certain way that's toxic to all of us and our society. You have to take action, my friend. This is how the world changes. And if you can help others in any way, shape, or form, you're the solution. And the whole journey is about what you're going to do with your life and how you're going to change this planet for the better because of that, and how you're going to offer that amazing light of yours to others who are there to test you. Everything's a test. It's not just some material thing happening. We're creating all of it. We're creating all of it. And so those of you who are not creating the evil, you're here participating in it so that you can be the catalyst for change. It doesn't just show up. Somebody has to facilitate it. How's it allowed? Because we're allowing it. If you're standing on the streets, nobody can light a fire, right? We're going to have to stand on the streets. Angels Night. Are you ready to do that? I want to ask you right now, because some of you guys, I don't get them very often anymore because I actually don't read most of my mails. Somebody else does. Warning, somebody else does read my other mail. On occasion, I do see stuff myself. And I hear about my problems, this happened 20 years ago, and blah, blah, and I have this, and I'm this, and I can't. And I'm like, well, you're really good at defining your problems and how everything's a problem. And get off the damn planet. Seriously, I mean, we're on planet Earth. You chose it. We chose the challenges. We came here for the challenges. The question is what you're going to do with it. And so the bottom line is, ask yourself, is everything about me and this and my opinion and all this stuff? Or is it like, we came here for the tests. Everything's a test. And if you're getting certain tests, it's because that's what you must work on to evolve. I'm getting different tests. I get totally different tests than other people. And she gets a different test than me. And he gets a different test than her. Because that's what our energy field has chosen certain challenges. Okay, let's see if you were broke your whole time. Let's see if this time you can overcome this lack mentality and tap into your abundance of that higher power that you are and say, you know what? There's nothing wrong with being abundant. Where did I get that one from? And then I'm angry at people who have money. And then I blame them and I tell them they should give me free stuff. I get that all the time. What are you going to do? We're all here together. Angels' night. Nothing else can happen. Nothing else can happen without your participation. And everything that you focus on and view is quantum physics creating, and you know this. When you observe something, you're creating, you're bringing it in, you're manifesting it. So if you're focused on the negativity and that out there, whatever you think and believe about it is actually fueling the very negativity and the evil out there that you say truly exists. Why? Because you see it that way. I see it as people going into lowest frequencies to experience the contrast that's so painful that allows the rest of us to step in and be the light. And that's why I don't think evil is real the way you think, and most of us think it is. It's a contrast and a creation, a manifestation of lower frequencies. All right? Because the one truly is all things experiencing itself. Everything's a test. God doesn't roll the dice. There are no coincidences. There is no chaos in the universe. Everything is perfect. Somebody said, why are you supporting green companies if everything's perfect? It is perfect. So this is part of the game, is for me to go into the space of that perfect world where I'm making those higher choices. So I'm choosing the perfect world. This is how miracles happen. This is how people get healed. Those who are healers, I hear this consistently, they don't see a sick person that they're healing. They see a perfectly healed, healthy person. They see that. They don't see the illness that they're going to heal. They see a perfectly healthy person. That's the space you have to go into. You have to see the planet beautiful. So therefore, everything you do is in alignment with that. So if there's anything else coming in, you're going to assist to be the solution to go into the perfect world. Does this make sense? Guys, please subscribe. I'm going to ask every time I'm told to do that. Go down in the description or go here to subscribe. Share these videos. Let's spread amazing word because we are the catalyst for positive change. Action is required. Free videos for creating online businesses. $350 billion market that's getting bigger because we're all going online and learning how to be amazing. And then, of course, Manifest Anything's a free video series from me every week. Go to landriaonkka.com for all your spiritual stuff. My courses are there. Please go in and look at what you need to work on personally for yourself, what you desire to work on for yourself. Go take those courses. If you're in Manifest Anything, you have access to discounts. All the tools are there. My whole channel is Tools to Manifest Anything. Let's do it. You hold that power, my friend. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you. Namaste.